The first time I watched The Santa Claus, I believed it was safe, the kind of movie adults put on every Christmas without hesitation, where families gather around the TV, bells jingle, Tim Allen appears in a red suit, children laugh, and everything feels reassuringly intact. But what I didn't know back then was that this beloved holiday classic was born from an idea so dark that Disney nearly walked away from it altogether. In the earliest drafts, Santa doesn't simply fall from the roof. He's shot, killed by a gunshot that launches the entire story, a concept that terrified studio executives who worried about traumatizing children and damaging Santa's sacred image. Even after removing the gun, Disney remained deeply uneasy about opening a family film with Santa's death, carefully staging the scene to feel symbolic rather than violent. That hesitation followed the movie at every step. Casting Tim Allen alone was a massive gamble. At the time, he was known only as a TV sitcom dad, and Hollywood still believed television stars couldn't sell movie tickets, especially not during the critical Christmas season when failure could cost millions and damage Disney's brand. Before Allen was chosen, Bill Murray turned the role down after his miserable experience on Scrooged. Chevy Chase passed due to scheduling, and names like Tom Hanks, Robin Williams, and Kurt Russell were considered but never committed. When Disney finally settled on Allen, it wasn't confidence, it was necessity. And then came the unexpected disasters. A throwaway 1-800 Spank Me joke turned into a nationwide scandal when kids called a real adult hotline after the VHS release, forcing Disney to permanently remove the line. Child actor Eric Lloyd lost his front teeth in a hockey accident and had to wear hidden dentures throughout filming. The iconic farting reindeer wasn't in the script at all, but added late in post-production after test audiences laughed. And Tim Allen endured 3.5 hours of makeup every day, wrapped in a 75-pound fat suit during a brutal Toronto heat wave, often needing to be physically removed from children on set when exhaustion turned into profanity-laced venting. The Santa suit itself caused another problem. Hundreds of sewn-in bells made dialogue unusable, forcing Allen to re-record nearly his entire performance later in a sound booth. Even the magic relied on human hands, with the North Pole physically lifted from beneath the stage, briefly shaking on screen, a reminder of filmmaking before CGI. Despite all this, Disney slashed over 30 minutes from the film after harsh test screenings, cutting nearly everything that didn't revolve around Allen, transforming him from a risky choice into the film's undeniable center. And then something remarkable happened. Against expectations, the Santa Claus exploded, beating Arnold Schwarzenegger, outlasting vampire epics, and turning a modest $22 million budget into nearly $190 million worldwide. For 1 week in November 1994, Tim Allen was simultaneously #1 at the box office, on television, and on the New York Times bestseller list. An unprecedented feat 30 years later, it's hard to believe this movie was once doubted, nearly rewritten out of existence, or considered too dangerous to make. Yet maybe that's exactly why it lasted. The Santa Claus wasn't born from certainty. It survived chaos, fear, rewrites, scandals, heat, and exhaustion, and somehow emerged as a Christmas classic. Sometimes the movies that almost shouldn't exist are the ones that stay with us the longest.